Shalom, family. Shalom. Hopefully, everyone is doing wonderful tonight. Let me start off by giving all glory and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, to Son Yahushai. I'd also send out a special greeting to the brothers and sisters that's trying to push this truth out there, trying to wake up the very elect. Okay, family, I want to talk about reparations. Reparations. There was a report that came out from the UN, I think in about 2016, maybe earlier, and the report was saying that the United States owes reparation to so-called African Americans or the descendants of slaves. Now, again, I'm not here to say that we're going to get any reparations, because once you understand the scriptures, we will not be getting any reparations until the second Exodus. But dealing with this reparations, you're trying to connect the dots, put all the clues together. Dealing with the so-called reparations, right? You have to understand who's in office. President-elect Trump in office, being that he's in office and you understand his background. First of all, he's a businessman. He's a businessman. He has no political history, in his background. And once you understand that the United States is a corporation, according to 28 U.S.C. 3002, Section 15A, the United States is a corporation. For those that may not know, that's 28 U.S.C. 3002, Section 15A. The United States is a corporation, right? And dealing with this corporation, we have a man that runs businesses in office. And trying to run a business, dealing with a business, you have to understand that this business is bankrupt. This business is bankrupt according to House Joint Resolution. I think that's House Joint Resolution, HJR192. HJR192. So that's House Joint Resolution 192. America, or the United States, I should say, United States is bankrupt. And dealing with reparations, what's going to happen is, if they try to pass this stuff along, two things are either going to happen. Either they're going to say, well, the country's bankrupt and we can't pay, which we know they're bankrupt, or they'll try to pass on this debt, another set of debt, to a people that they owe a debt to, just like what they're doing with the fiat currency, with the fiat money. So my people, we have to wake up and begin to connect the dots and see what's really happening. I mean, these people are masters in word wizardry. That's why you have to understand the English language, the equivocalness in the equivocal language English. What we speak in outside in the public versus when we go into a private setting is two different things. Or dealing with the court systems, even dealing with the United States part. For those that may not know, the United States is located in the District of Columbia. And you can find that under U.S. Code USC 9-307, subsection H. That's U.S. Code the UCC 9-307. And again, this country is not going to do what it says. Everything is built off a promise. And these people have broken every promise that they have made. The money that you have in your wallet or you get paid is a promissory note. It's promised to pay. You're paying a debt with a debt, And again, we have to realize that there's nothing for this country to pay. They're not going to pay any debt. So, your sweat equity is how this country is ran. Your sweat equity. But again, for those that may have heard about the so-called reparations, you know, because I've seen a few people put out videos dealing with we're going to get reparations and all that. When you understand the scriptures, you know, according to the scriptures, we will not get our substance or reparation until we get into the land, until we make the second Exodus. But make no mistake, this country, this nation, whatever you want to call it, this corporation is bankrupt. And everything is symbolic. That's why they have this man in office. Because they're letting you know, they're letting everybody know that this is a business. And this business is bankrupt. And according to economists, you know, as far as reparations, this country owed about $14.2 trillion. I want y'all to wrap y'all head around that. $14.2 trillion. You know, and again, they'll say, well, the country will go bankrupt to pay that kind of money. It's already bankrupt. It's already bankrupt. You know, again, like I said before, you know, China and Russia, they're moving away from the petrodollar, you know. And again, it's just a stage being set. And all they're doing is putting the pieces together, brothers and sisters. So, you know, we just have to make sure that we are staying prayerful. You know, saying we're keeping our eyes and our ears open, and we're staying focused, because this thing is going to bust loose at the seam. You know, I'm not going to tell you it's going to bust loose at the seam next month, next year, whenever. But everything is lining up. Everything is lining up. And once it begins to collapse, it's going to be mass chaos. So I would ask everybody to start paying attention and start preparing yourself where you can be self-sufficient, where you and your family can be self-sufficient, right? You know, so with that being said, family, I'm just going to cut it right there. And, you know, hopefully you guys are doing well and safe. And with that being said, hey, peace, love, shalom.